And we're live. What up? Hey. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to anyone in our program who's a father. That'd be kind of weird. I'm sure some of you guys are like teetering that line. All right. And happy Juneteenth. There are way too many holidays to put up here, so I just said, you know what? Happy day. Happy day to all the fathers, and happy day to Juneteenth. This is a recent holiday, but it's been around for a long time. Fathers obviously have been around forever, and for Juneteenth, it is a holiday that, like, it's so weird that we just now started celebrating Juneteenth. At first I thought it was stupid. Even though I'm black, I was like, I don't know, because Juneteenth is like the freeing of the slaves, right? And it's like, oh, wait a minute. If those were white people, we would have celebrated that a long time ago. Because, you know, we celebrate Independence Day, which is like our independence from, like, Britain or whatever. Imagine if that was slavery that we were celebrating the Independence Day from. Of course we would celebrate it. So, like, yeah, it's kind of silly. Especially when, like, American slavery is, like, the biggest thing that, like, the biggest, like, you know, the biggest negative in American history is the slavery. And people still say that we're very, very racist today, yet we're not even celebrating the end of it. It's like we're like, dang it, that's over. So, like, yeah, so I'm glad that we celebrated. I'm glad that we celebrate both. So happy Father's Day and happy Juneteenth to everybody. All right. What's up, Connor Rush? How you doing, man? Whoever else is here, check it in the comment section. Let me know that you're here. Now, yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's video because you were playing a game or because of, like, you were busy or whatever, I talked about so much that I was like, wait a minute, dude. I'm kind of leaving out, like, so many things. And so I'm going to give you, like, a brief look at what we talked about yesterday. And then you can go back to yesterday's, like, thing, just the beginning to, like, actually watch it. I thought it was pretty deep stuff. So I'm going to give it another go. So the first one was chase down blocks. All right. When you chase them down, it's a very, very important thing because you never know when the team might miss. So it also shows that you never give up on things. It's great when coaches look at you. So please don't give up when you get a turnover. It's a very, very big thing. And I always went for the chase down blocks, but that's because I can jump very high. So I get it. When you chase them down for no reason, it's very, very hard. But I never thought that much of these people until I started coaching you guys. And that's why everyone thinks that these people are special. The kids who, like, there's this guy named, I think his name's Don Beebe. He played for the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills are playing against the Dallas Cowboys. And in the Super Bowl, they were getting beat by like 50 points. Leon Lett, this, I think it was offensive, defensive lineman, I forgot which one he played for, but he got this fumble, and he takes it to the house for the Dallas Cowboys. They're about to be up by like 50-something points. And this guy named Don Beebe, he sprints the entire length of the field, like 70 yards, catches him, pokes the ball out of bounds for a 2-point safety. And nowadays, he's known as a hero for the Buffalo Bills. They were losing by like 50, and this guy just chased down someone just to poke it out when they still lost by like 40-something. And I mean, like, chase downs, it's awesome. I mean, this is like life. This is like, yeah, I lost, but I'm still going to try. And that's all people really want. And that's when you're like heroic status. Next one was me being late to my 5th thing of all time in my 11 years of basketball. I was 15 minutes to the little kids game, and my apologies, but, you know, that is not who I am. But I will prove it to you guys by, you know, this is like a blue moon thing. You won't see me late again. And this is how you make mistakes. This is how you get through them. And I mean, like, from the very get-go, I was like, who cares? Let's just go. And you got to turn it around faster. The daily challenge, for today's daily challenge, it is, we talked about yesterday's was the 8th grade one. For 8th graders today, it's the pick and roll options. Look at the pick and roll options in our challenge section and then take the quiz. For 9th graders, it's continue with day 21 of your homework assignment. For 30, 60, or 90 seconds, do the homework assignment, which is the scissor rap dribbles. What's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? Moving on. This guy made up this word, okay? And the word is called anti-fragile. So I guess this word doesn't exist in English. And we've talked about it before with Wolverine, the X-Men, when he gets like hit or like hurt, he heals back to even, right? Well, we are stronger than Wolverine in that when our muscles break down, they actually get stronger. There's no word for that in the English language. Like there's fragile if you break a glass. It's going to break. It doesn't come back. But there's no like other word for like when something bad happens to you, you get stronger because of it. We just have a phrase for that. But this guy invented the word anti-fragile, and he wrote a whole book about it. Basically, tough times don't last, tough people do. That's what the tagline says. But for those of you guys going through hard times, like when Connor was getting fouled, or like if you're not receiving the ball out there, or like, I don't know, whatever, the refs, whatever, parents against you, life's against you, the girl dumps you, whatever it may be, which one are you? Are you fragile? Are you tough? Are you tougher than tough and being anti-fragile? All right? And even like companies look to make their company anti-fragile. So like basically like the worst things that happen to you only make you stronger. So you want to create something like that. So there are a few different things. So if you're fragile and you like meet this and you meet this breaking point right here, right? You see the breaking point? The breaking point is when all those lines start to go up or go down, right? So for the fragile, the bottom line, as soon as it hits the breaking point, it breaks. Then for the robust, whenever it hits the breaking point, for the something that is robust, it means that it's like pretty darn strong, like steel. It's robust. All right, maybe not because it has a bending point, but like wood would be robust. You can't break it. You can't break it. And it's going to resist it. It's going to stay solid until, boom, it collapses. So being robust is better than being fragile. But then being resilient, that's when like it hits and it starts to, and it just gets like a little bit stronger each time. And this is like you going through your hard times. But eventually your resilience will wear off and then boom, you go straight down. But being anti-fragile, it basically means that like without the bad stuff, you're dead. Like you need the bad stuff to survive. And it's a very strange word because like things like our immune system are anti-fragile. If you never go outside like me, you will get allergies like me. All right. And but when you go outside and you are susceptible to like dirt and stuff like that, then you actually get stronger because of it. It's a good thing. And even with our vaccines, they put a little bit of the bacteria into your body. Like you're infecting the body to make it strong. All right, that's anti-fragile. And in basketball, you want to become anti-fragile. You want to be so like every hardship is just making you stronger. Oh yeah. And then no one can stop you. Like, please don't call that. Please don't call that foul. I beg you not to call it because I'm going to go even harder. That's what you want to be like. Like, oh yeah, like you want to be like freaking like, I mean, he had his breaking point, but Michael Jackson, like his dad was insane. He'd have them up at 3 a.m. on school nights, like performing in like clubs when they were like 5. He like had them just carry bricks to one side of the yard and then carry them back to the other side of the yard for no reason. Like it was crazy. And like, yeah, that's going to drive a lot of people insane. You should not do that to your kids. But luckily for him, for a while, at least it made him stronger. It just made him better. It was like crazy, right? And yeah, of course he had problems later, but still, I'm just saying, anti-fragile is the goal for any of you guys, okay? All right, other things that I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, I talked about this one yesterday. The elephant that killed the old lady, then at her funeral later that night, came back and tossed her body again. Be like the elephant. And not in that you're like being mean, but in that like, everyone is just asking one question. Everyone's saying elephants never forget. And everyone's asking one question, and they're saying, what did that lady do? Okay, because the elephant is a force of nature. You want to be a force of nature in that when people wrong you, when you got to go out there and defend yourself, you go all out in such a way where it's just who you are. All right? You're not doing it because you're evil. No one's going to think that you're evil. Everyone will just be like, dude, y'all shouldn't have pressed Kiernan's button, man. He went at it. That's just what he does. All right. So I'm not saying to go out and kill old women or trample their funerals, but metaphorically, that the other team is a bunch of old women. Go get them. All right. And then Austin's injury. If you haven't texted him up, make sure that you text Austin. There's nothing broken, so they say, and he should be back in a few. So hopefully he gets healed up fast. All right. This is not Austin. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo, but basically the same exact thing because he's so big and so strong, right? All right. So hope you get better, Austin. And then the monthly challenge is the scissor wrap dribble. Make sure you guys are doing that and posting the video. All right. And then for the five perfect weeks, well, let's see how it's going. Check in with the 5 perfect weeks, people. We got 5 perfect weeks. Oh man, week 3, day 1. You guys are doing 3 miles now. Yeah, that's a little crazy. I think it's 8 minutes or 10 minutes of jump rope. 10 minutes of jump rope, I think. Yeah, the divine drill as well goes up to about 18 and 8, I believe, or 17 and 7, which is a lot. All right, fantastic job. Keep going. I don't see Gavin here. Maybe Gavin's done. Was Gavin on here? Let's see, Declan, Kieran and Declan Love, Kieran and Declan, Noah. We got Noah messed up again. And I do know that his leg was hurt. So maybe that was the end of him, but he did last for a while. He lasted for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks more than a lot of other people. So great job, Gavin, and great job for you guys continuing it. Fantastic job. But let's check in with the one thing. I gotta call it out real quick, okay? And it's this. All right, we got Noah Massad saying he kind of did the jump ropes. Kinda. Well, let's check out what kinda means. He has no jump rope in his hand. So this was Derek Valdez as well. Listen, 5 perfect weeks means perfect. Just forget this. He looks like he's just gyrating, dancing like a hippie, like he's on drugs. I don't know what this is gonna do. He's not even leaving the ground if you look at it. I mean, I guess it's better than just standing still, I suppose. I mean, whoa, man. But like, okay, there's gonna be many things that will make you guys lose at this challenge. The one thing that I brought up was not being able to get friends to do it with you. So you guys already lost there. But now perfection is gonna need a lot more. You can't even crisscross, but it's gonna need a lot more than not forgetting, than forgetting one of the things like the jump rope. All right, perfection. You can do it any one day. If you had a jump rope the first day, you should have a jump rope the 35th day. All right, so this is what we need. This is, I mean, it's just not perfect. It's not 5 perfect weeks, but still keep going. Do whatever you can do, guys. It's better than just sitting on your butt, so whatever. I can't believe that we're watching this right now. Does he do it the whole time?
7:33.
He's not even wearing shoes. Wait, what is this? What the heck? All right. Cut it off. Just cut it off. Cut it off, please. Just end it. I've had enough. Anyways, that's all the hell we have for the headlines for the day. All right, moving on. Let's go with Father's Day again. We're going to talk about it. Like father, like son, on how former pros help their sons to make the NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. Could you imagine having a father that was an NBA player, man? The push that you would have. And I love when, we just talked about you, Noah Massad. Rewind to watch yourself doing jump rope. Yes. Connor brings it up and he's like, yeah, he said, I don't know who he said it to, but he goes, you could not handle having Kevin Durant's mom. And for that story, it's just that Kevin Durant's mom basically forced him to do it because he said that he wanted to do it, right? You guys think that you may want that, all right? But having an NBA dad is not what it makes itself out to be, all right? Imagine like you couldn't get rid of me. When you're on the court, I'm pushing you guys to the boiling point, right? You only see me an hour a day at max, all right? And imagine if I just followed you home and kept it up. Imagine that life. That's why when these guys make the NBA too, these sons of pros, you can't be jealous of them. Because like they just went through hell, basically. They went through something that you wouldn't even want to be a part of. And when I moved in with Ian Salmon, our number one in attendance of all time, and I moved into his place during the pandemic, just so I wouldn't have to pay crazy rent. And I gave him free workouts every single day. That dude was avoiding me like the plague. He would miss like 5 straight days just trying to avoid me. And it was like, at first he was super happy. He's like, I'm going to the NBA. No, you cannot handle it every single day. Some people can, some people can't, but imagine if you just couldn't get away. It's like that. All right. And but if you can handle it, maybe you're like our story of the day. Watch it. If your neighbor were in the NBA and you played one-on-one every day, your chances of going pro would be huge. The next best thing is to play those above your level. The incessant need for instant gratification has a negative effect that lasts a lifetime, whereas the patience to endure delayed gratification is a huge indicator of future success. So that's why we do everything that we do, right? It's between delayed gratification and instant gratification. All right? And you have to be able to be anti-fragile, right? And again, if you have the next door neighbor as the pro or your dad as the pro and you got to play them every single day, of course you would get better. Going through hardships would, of course, make you better, right? All this stuff ties together, correct? All right? And can you handle it all the time? Well, it's going to be hard unless you're just built differently. Everyone wants to use that phrase. I'm built different. Built different. No, you are not. You're built the same, baby. All right? But will you act different? Or maybe you were built different, but we won't know until the end. All right? Gavin took my jump rope, so that is all I could do. I don't know, man. Maybe don't give Gavin your jump rope during the freaking 5 perfect weeks. I mean, think about it. Right then and there. It should be like the first thing on your mind and the last thing on your mind. So you lost. All right. But you can still come up almost perfect. 34 to 35. 30 out of 35 might be good. Whatever. See who does the most. But we know who's still standing, and that is Kiernan. I'm not sure if Declan was on that video or not, but definitely Kiernan was. So maybe he's the last one standing. We'll check the footage. We'll check the footage later. All right. But anyways, so yes, instant gratification is something that you should have to avoid. You want delayed gratification, and you want to be anti-fragile so that everything that hits you just makes you stronger. I've brought this up a few times where it's probably like the dorkiest thing that I've ever said, but there's this like mythical monster with like, it's called the Hydra with like 4 heads, and it like comes at people like it's like a snake, right? And when you chop one of its heads off, it gains 2 more. How many times would you do that as it kept gaining 2 more heads? Chop it off again, now it has 2 more heads again. You're like, okay, now it has like 6. Chop it off again, oh, now it has 7 heads. Okay, right? After a while, you couldn't do anything because you're just making this beast stronger. That's how you need to be. You only get stronger. And it can't be me constantly talking you into it. It has to just be who you are. So make it who you are immediately, ASAP, so we can move on. Let's check our workouts. Let's check our workouts for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The one coming up here later this week that I want you guys to work on before is pick and roll, pass to roll. That's what the week show, no help. Then we got weekend ball pounds coming up. We got bluff and recover coming up on defense. Don't forget to not help off with the strong side. Help side to close out, quick shots, and then fast break post seal. Stuff that we did before is positive 7, negative 7. Not sure how that one went. Blindfold dribbling, decent. The rhythm drill, we did that a whole bunch. Hopefully you guys got better at it. Scissor ladders to shots. We're getting better at that concept. All right, making sure that you're facing the basket. Flare repeat to shots. I've never seen a flare cut in a game yet, so we got to get to that point. And then interior cuts and passes. You know what? To include those last two, we would have to have like a whole hour of just doing flare repeat to shots. Or like running our play and going to flare. Running our play, going to flare. And it's crazy how like long it takes for you guys to like learn stuff. So understand that. I need you to be my NBA daddy. That sounds so wrong. I can't even begin to describe how wrong that sounds. But happy Father's Day to any NBA daddies out there. You never know. With all the kids that those guys have fathered, you might be an NBA kid. I'm just saying. I know it's a stereotype, but those NBA dudes be, making some babies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You never know. So you guys all have a chance to be in the NBA because, there's some people out there making some babies. That's all I'm saying. All right. Anyways, moving on to stuff that we're doing for tomorrow. The half-court game, which we just did during our open gym. That's funny. We'll do that again. All right. Then we have make 20 scissor J's in 3 minutes. Ball pickup layups. Juke straps. Still doing the 5 perfect weeks. You better find a jump rope then. Ball pickup layups. Juke straps. Hurdles and jingle bells. Noah just be speaking words. That's all he do, man. That's all he do is just be speaking words, man. Speaking words. All right. And this is the stuff that we are doing for tomorrow up here. Okay. So make sure you guys are ready for that stuff. And if you are working out today, make sure that you do that stuff for at least 5 minutes apiece. No, you can still do jump rope. Go and get a back and do it. Yeah. Even if you have to rob Gavin with. You go to his house, you break it, and you rob him. Or just find $5 in your house and buy a jump rope from Target. Whatever. Whichever way, whatever you have to do it. All right. Moving on, we got our trivia question of the day. All right. Let's check it out. Do I have it revved up here? Trivia question. What is it? What is it today? Trivia, where you at? Okay. Here's the trivia question today. First one to answer this, and hopefully I can trick you guys. All right. We're going to see. So the trivia question today is this. In 2004, in the Lakers versus Spurs Game 5, how many seconds were on the clock before Derek Fisher hit his buzzer beater? How many seconds were on the clock when Derek Fisher hit his buzzer beater against the San Antonio Spurs in Game 5 of the 2004 playoffs? How many seconds were on the clock? I need to know how many seconds were on the clock before Derek Fisher hit his buzzer beater. Funny thing is, right before he hit that buzzer beater, Tim Duncan hit a huge buzzer beater, which would have been like insane if it went down, but then it didn't. And I believe Connor Rush just won the game right there with 0.4 seconds. That's basically a buzzer beater of an answer right there because Finn Coffin came in right after him in the winner. Oh, and Kiernan came in a little bit late. So yes, Connor Rush with the buzzer beater. But since this is a buzzer beater thing, it's the opposite. So Kiernan wins. You guys are just Tim Duncan. No, I'm joking. Connor Rush with the win. Great job, Connor Rush. And you now have 5 to Kiernan's 5 to Noah Massett's. To Finn Kaufman's 4. And that's how we're rolling. Great job, you guys. You already knew that? I would have said like 0.2. Because I remember them changing the rule right after that. They were like, it was a whole debate. They had all these like scientists, like it was crazy. And they were like, the amount of time it takes for the ball to exert itself upon the hand to be let go needs to be changed. And they made up all these rules. And then they looked at the tape and they were like, okay, Derek Fisher beat it. I think it was like 0.5 was like impossible. Or maybe 0.3 was impossible. And then Derek Fisher beat the time that they said was impossible to catch and shoot. There have been more famous ones like Ralph Sampson tapped one in backwards, but they said to catch and shoot, not tip, was impossible under a certain amount of time. And Derek Fisher beat that time. So then they kind of like changed the rules because of it. It was weird. But yes, so 0.4 is the answer. Very, very famous play. I would play it right now, but we ain't got no time for that. I will rob Gavin for this homework. You do that. You do it. Just don't tell him that we did it. All right, remember, you are the elephant that killed the old woman, okay? That's what you want to be. The elephant that killed the old woman and trampled her funeral. All right, Goals in life, baby. All right, let's move on. What do we have? We got our quote of the day. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. We can't watch the quote of the day. We just talk about it. All right, the quote of the day is to work hard. All right, I don't know why those letters are colored a certain way. Let me see. Ward, nope. Hork, nope. Rad, nope. Okra, maybe. Draw, backwards. No, just work hard. And they're just very, very colorful words. All right, make sure that you work hard. I mean, like, that's the ticket right there. And you're not going to understand that until you're 40, but do it now anyways. All right, you don't want to, if you have two choices, and like, let's just say some crazy coach out there was like, yo, if you don't work on your game, I'll let you make the NBA. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Unless he'll pay you $100 million to not work, I suppose. Life, you only live one time. Money's fake. All that extra bling stuff is fake. All right? You want to work for what you get in life. You don't want to just be given it. Look at all the like rich kids who are like miserable. Look at all like the poor kids who are happy. Money does not dictate your happiness in life, right? There's a weird thing. I don't know the exact words because I guess I'm not American enough. But everyone is guaranteed, like, what is it? Like life, love, and the pursuit of happiness, right? This was brought up in the movie with Will Smith. But everyone's not guaranteed happiness. Everyone's guaranteed the pursuit of happiness. And that's what's a weird thing to think about. And I think that happiness is not something that you could just give someone. It's not. You can tickle them, but you can't just give them happiness. It's the pursuit of happiness that is so amazing. And whatever your happiness is, like whether it's making it to a certain level, whether it's like getting this in your life, getting that in life, if the pursuit isn't something that you're like passionate about, isn't something that you're happy about, that's going to ruin the entire thing. Because when you finally get it, it's just one moment. But the pursuit has to be what you're trying to accomplish. The pursuit has to be what you love. And if working hard is not for you, man, you're screwed in life. Or you're probably just doing the wrong thing. Work hard for your most ardent desires. All right? That should be the case. All right, anyways, I want to finish up randomly. I wasted like 4 seconds typing seconds. You can say whatever you want. I shot it in 0.2, but I didn't have the cameras on. I heard about that. That's very, very famous tell. Don't forget about the quote of the day is to work hard. But I want to ask you guys one special question. One special question since we have some time. Not talking about any of this stuff. Not talking about this stuff, which is pretty neat, this stuff right here, being anti-fragile. You want to be anti-fragile. Things that go wrong should just make you stronger. I want to know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this elephant? Do you think that it was just a mad, crazy elephant? Because if this were a tiger who came back and like ate the dead body, no one would be like saying that much. They would just be like, yeah, tigers are jerks. All right, but everyone's like, yo, that lady did something. What do you think happened here? Do you think that this was some innocent lady? Or do you think that this lady hurt this tiger like 20 years ago? What do you guys think? And then can you guys muster that kind of energy during games to make people regret messing with you during games? And a never forget sort of attitude. What happened with this elephant? It's W forms. It's just a W. I mean, that's the craziest story I've heard like this for this month, I believe. Yes, because the world's so big and so crazy. It's insane that we hear a crazy story like this every other month. But yes, what do you think this lady did for you know what I was thinking? I was thinking maybe they played like the piano at the funeral. And the elephant was like, really? Ivory? Really? Ivory keys, huh? Yeah, right? Oh yeah, you about to get jacked up again. I don't know what happened. Maybe she had big ears and he thought it was like a fellow elephant. I have no idea. But anyways, I want you guys being this ferocious and this about it. And don't let people put you down. And like, I mean, you got to go get it. Again, I know that I'm dragging this elephant thing out way too long, but I just love this so much because, yo, that's how I think. I don't let nobody mess with me on the basketball court. All right. Anyways, all right. That's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day, guys, is work hard. I'll see y'all tonight if you're coming to the shooting, and that's my time. Reese's Pieces, everybody.